How can we connect with others despite our differences? How do we balance strength and vulnerability, hope and realism? I'm Mike Abel, a business, marketing and communications specialist and the founder of M&C Saatchi Abel. Hear what my guests think of these questions and more in the new podcast Willing and Able, a space for hopeful conversations that challenge perspectives. Don't miss upcoming episodes. Subscribe now.
East Coast Breakfast.
Two special guests joining us right now. Big game, big game this weekend, Saturday, 13th of April. The Hollywoodbets Sharks take on, we host the EPCR quarterfinal at the Hollywoodbets Kings Park Stadium. It is the Sharks against Edinburgh. It is the South against the North. It is a knockout game. If we win, we're through. If we're out, we're out. The kickoff is 1:30. Perfect time. Yeah. Gates open at 11 a.m. Yeah. Perfect for a Saturday.
So I'm saying perfect because you got these Scots coming here, and hopefully at 1:30 on Saturday in Durban, it's going to be so hot.
Yeah, proper.
And they're going to struggle.
Check the forecast.
Well, you're going to tell me.
Cold at the moment.
No, but for Saturday, how's Saturday?
Freezing here. Durban people are struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, coach, they really are.
20 degrees. It's supposed to be summer in New Zealand.
That's right.
Yeah, so we'll just order humidity and just no sun, and then they'll be in big trouble.
That's the plan.
Yes.
That's the plan. That's what we want. So I'd like to officially welcome Hollywoodbets Sharks head coach John Plumtree. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Darren.
And of course, our captain, Lukhanyo. Welcome, Lukhanyo.
Thank you very much.
Guys, can I say exactly like what you imagine Lukhanyo to be? He is just just like so kind and gentle and just soft.
But that hello was like his...
No, even coach is just very kind. Yeah.
She's like Lukhanyo, that hello was like you doing the toss on Saturday. No contact with the eyes on, to the other captain. You just say heads. We'll kick off first play left to right. Let's go.
That's what I mean. It's so chill.
So last week Friday, I was trying to explain, coach, that the when you know the Sharks are playing in the URC and when you know they're playing in the Challenge Cup is with the jersey. So the Challenge Cup jersey, it's got the gold trimmings and all those other spectacular things. And I was chatting to Darren this morning, and I wanted to ask Lukhanyo this. When you put on the jersey, and I'm not talking because of the result, but because of what we've seen now, when you put on the jersey, the Challenge Cup jersey with all that gold, do you guys become like Super Saiyan 5, Goku, Dragon Ball Z? Because you guys you put 50 on the team in the rain. Hey?
Sky. No, I think there's just excitement when it comes to EPCR. I think we would try to differentiate the EPCR to the URC, and I think there's just a lot of excitement building up to games.
Yeah, well, you can see it in
we are going to wear that same jersey.
Yeah, no. I was going to ask you, please don't change anything. Just wait. But talking about those performances, coach, 3 in a row, it's been amazing. You guys are playing epic rugby and just also getting over the line at times, which is good for the culture and the winning culture in the team. Yeah, it certainly makes Monday a lot easier for the boys when they come in after a win. The last 3 weeks have been fun. The boys have played well. It's been great having all the big boys, being the Springboks back and available. The first time really we've had them this year through Springbok resting or injuries. So it's great having a full group available, and just as each week goes by, the training's become really competitive, and the whole environment just lifts quite substantially.
Lukhanyo, I have a question. You just said you guys are excited ahead of the match. You've obviously had good wins. What is the camp really like? What's it like?
At the moment, I think the environment is really happy. I think obviously with the results, it makes it easier. But we've always been in a good space. I think Coach John, made it easier for us, in backing us and, keep on believing in us. And, clearly it's showing up.
Nice.
So, Coach, can we expect everything starts with up front? We arguably have the best forwards team in the country and possibly in the world, dare I say. And can we expect it to be bruising and grunting and smashing from the front?
Oh, look, I mean, like you mentioned, it's knockout rugby, so the intensity of the occasion always goes up when it's like that. It's do or die. It's everything's got to be left out there, and certainly the team knows that. We're preparing like that. And, we know Edinburgh will come with a lot more this time. We beat them 2 weeks ago, and they know what to expect from us, and we know what to expect from them. So it's like a second test, We sort of, the opposition, they'll know us, and I think the boys will be ripping into it.
And I love this double whammy this time around, because you've played Edinburgh a couple of weeks ago in the URC, and there's obviously a lot of talk about a coach who used to be here and how well he knows the Sharks. And then you beat him and then you're playing them again. Is it pretty much more of the same? Don't change anything, or you're like, Sean must have seen one or two things and he knows the boys.
He knows us better than probably I know them. Yeah. So, he certainly does that. But at the end of the day, it's, you prepare your team best you can as a coach, and then it's up to the boys. There's not much a coach can do it from a coaching box. But Sean will enjoy being back in Durban and seeing his family again, and he's lucky he's had like a couple of weeks ago, and now he's back again for see them again. So he'll be loving these trips back.
Yeah, I don't think he left, because he went to Cape Town and came straight back here. So.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, Close, nice little... on Lukhanyo, how do you prepare for a knockout game as opposed to, if you've got like 3 or 4 games in the bag? What's different?
I think not a lot much. You just have to be more clinical, more precise, more decisive, because you don't really have a second bite. So I think prep, building up to the game is basically the same. It's just on game day, just to nail all your roles and be more precise.
Leave it all out there.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You lose, you go home. It's I mean, for you, it's close.
It's down the road.
Down the road. But the whole thing of like you lose, you go home. It's pretty hectic. Also, Lukhanyo, I just wanted to ask, when you're playing the Scottish team, just do one of the accents there. What would a Scottish player say in Iraq?
Yeah.
What would he say?
He'd say, "Up your kilt."
Yeah, up your. Okay, so he says that, and then but it's a Scottish player, and his name is, I don't know, Fiepenal or Duan for the man, and he doesn't really say
Scottish name like Duan.
Yeah, Duan, and then he's like, "Yo, up your kilt, bro." Like, do you like in terms of the communication? It's a real question, right? In terms of communication, sometimes you guys can do Afrikaans or whatever. Do you feel like some of those guys know your calls in the line now? It's like VPN now, bro. Yeah. Like if Eben is calling there or something, I mean, he'll probably say, they're going to ball there,
Yeah. That would be a tricky one for the teammates. Yeah. I think reacting on the go. But I think the VPNLs, the Duans, the Skumans.
It's Schumann. It's Schumann.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Scottish. It's Scottish.
Schumann.
Okay.
It's a Schumann.
It's probably fun for them to hear Afrikaans. But I don't think it's an advantage for their side. Yeah. But,
Coach, one of the things we've seen in the last couple of weeks is the youngsters that have been in the team. So obviously the big one that everyone is talking about is Ethan Hooker, but also you've made a call to give the backing to Usia Masuga and all that kind of stuff. I mean, the vibe the youngsters bring, obviously they don't bring the experience, but I'm sure that they've been one of the reasons of how many other reasons the team has started being successful, because they kind of don't have anything to lose. They're just having a crack at it.
Yeah, no, they certainly bring a different energy to the group, and Sia's been a little bit of a revelation for us really at 10. Different skill sets to our other 10s, and Ethan, big kid. He's a big man. He's right up there, same size as Lukhanyo. So we've got a big pairing there in the midfield. And the nice thing about Ethan, he's got such a relaxed mannerism around him, so he doesn't seem to be flustered. And I guess with Lukhanyo outside him, that leadership and experience that Lukhanyo has is that it settles him down as well, settles Ethan down. So he's in a great spot right now, and really enjoying his rugby, and and it's fun watching it. It sort of reminds me of sort of like last time I was here, the birth of sort of a Pat Lambie. So it's great when a youngster like that comes through.
Yeah, well, listen, I think Sia's doing something great because Darren only followed him yesterday on Insta. So he only got the follow yesterday.
Darren, what are we going to do?
It wasn't yesterday. It was after that handoff.
Yeah, after the handoff.
After the handoff, I was like, oh, who's this guy? I'll follow him. No. It's exciting times for the Hollywoodbets Sharks. It was really rocky and scary start.
East Coast Breakfast.